So I started to scratch a few lines in down here without even using charcoal, and I really should have done that. Anyway, as soon as I started, I thought, wait a minute, I'm putting a lot of alizarin crimson in this purple, you know? We're toning everything right down. But I want my base to be purple, and it's really alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue. But I have enough alizarin crimson in it that it's going to prevent the shed walls from drying very quickly. It needs a couple of days, or it's still going to be quite tacky. In fact, maybe even 3 days. So I thought what I would do is just get the designing finished in here and get the red in at least. Of course, once that was done, I thought, you know, I may as well get roughly the colors in on the roof as well. And you know, so far it's just brown. They'll vary slightly. It'll be a little more lively than that when we paint it in. But we're still getting rid of that white anyway, which I'm pretty happy with. And I have, you know, you can see more boards on the shed. Not that they're all going to show when I do the final painting, but I've structured it so I've laid in a few lines here and there to indicate some boards. The roof, not so much. You see a little bit, you know, a little bit of linearity there in certain places, but I've also laid in a few sort of strange offbeat lines to keep it a little bit interesting. I don't want to just paint boards back and forth, or vertical, anything like that. I'm not going to paint individual shingles. You know, this is an old jaunty cabin or shed. It was a work shed, and it was maintained by people who did not have money. So you might have bits of old asphalt, you might have bits of tin, you might have just little unusual shaped bits of wood that were scabbed together to come up with something in the way of a repair. So you could have anything on there, and frankly, it keeps it more interesting. I think it's very boring when you see a painting that has every board painted and every crack painted and every knot hole painted and that kind of thing. It looks unimaginative. And you know, granted, if you are actually trying to report accurately a building, then you're not after your imagination so much as you are after accuracy. So, but in my case, that's not so. In my case, I designed it, built it in my imagination, and I'm hoping that the painting will tell its own story. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now we'll get into here, and I'm going to put the brush away. And I'm going to pick up what I should be using for my lines. For my lines in this foreground. Let me turn the painting up. There we go. That's a little high. I'm going to focus on this, but again, it's going to be a case of me backing up and eyeing it up, coming close, putting in the odd line, removing the odd line, what have you. So we'll get back to you once once that's in place. Hope your weekend's going well. See you soon.